Yo, what's going on guys, it's Res. In this video I want to talk more about the Toboggan. If you don't know, this artifact is actually one of the best artifacts in the game and it works really well with some specific builds. If you don't know, this recently actually got changed so it would actually work properly. Before it already was a decent artifact, but now it is just top tier. So in this video I want to talk about the change they made and also how it compares to some of the other artifacts that we have. So if you enjoy, consider subscribing. I'm on the road to 10,000 subs and I would love to have you on this journey. I truly appreciate it. So starting off, to give a brief rundown of the Toboggan, I already have a full rundown if you want to go check that out on my channel, but this is essentially going to give you more slide speed, damage reduction, and amp damage. When you slide, you're going to get this protective bubble on you that gives you that 50% damage reduction, and when you shoot one time, you get 100% amp shot damage on that one shot. Previously, the slide speed on this was bugged and you only slid like you would normally slide. You did not get the 100% slide speed, but now as you can see, they have fixed it and you slide much faster. Now, that might not seem like a huge change, but it actually is. Not only is the slide speed going to give you increased survivability because you can dodge things a lot faster. Say something's coming at you in a line, you can easily just slide out the way, or you can just slide and dodge some bullets. But this also means when you're sliding fast now, you're going to have this damage reduction bubble up and take reduced damage as well. So the survivability of this artifact is just going to be crazy now with those two combined together. Then on top of that, when you get your amp shot damage out, you can obviously just shoot your amp and you can easily go into another slide and keep doing it over and over again. The slide speed doesn't affect much of that and it still performs the same. The main thing is the survivability that you're going to get. Just think, you're sliding this fast, nothing is going to be able to hit you that easily, and you have 50% damage reduction. It's kind of nuts. So to compare this to something like the Snowdrift right here, you might could argue, well, the Snowdrift is slightly better because you get 19% more slide speed. And yes, that is true. You do get 19% more, but honestly, it's not that noticeable. I'm sure if you really look into it, you'll see the difference. So you can either have 19% more slide speed with Snowdrift right here, or you could have 19% less with more damage reduction and an amp shot damage. In my opinion, the Toboggan is always going to be a better choice, and I personally think it's just going to be the new Snowdrift if you're running a fast slide artifact. And another great thing about the Toboggan is with something like the Snowdrift right here. With the Snowdrift, you're gonna have this cryo ball that comes out, as you'll see in a second. There it goes, and that thing can actually hit barrels and blow up and kill you. It can blow up in water and make it cold, so you slow down. It's kind of at a disadvantage, and it's been a huge issue with the Snowdrift throughout the whole lifespan of the game because of that snowball that just seems to always want to kill you instead of hit an enemy. So with the Toboggan, obviously you get that slide speed, but you don't have to worry about anything like that. And on top of that, you just get damage reduction, so it makes it easier for you to not die. Now, yes, with the Snowdrift, you do get the second benefit. As you see, I have an auto idle version right here, so you can get 23% of your max health after killing an enemy. And there's a bunch of other things you can get to, like Deathless and Knife Drain. But honestly, at this point in the game, these don't matter too much. Sure, there are some builds that require you to have something like a Deathless or even something like a Knife Drain, but just as an overall aspect, these don't really do that much anymore in the game. As you see, the auto idle restores 23% of your max health when you kill an enemy. So with 65 points now, you can pretty much get a lot of health generation on most of the classes, or some way to just increase your survivability by a lot. And you don't really have to use these secondary benefits anymore. Sure, like I said, they are so good, but you're not really giving up much if you just don't want to run it. Then obviously on the Toboggan, it's not going to have that. But if you're going for a damage secondary benefit, the amp damage shot right here is going to be much better because you can easily just proc it over and over again. And on top of that, you get that survivability aspect of it. I think that is a huge part of what people are missing, is the survivability aspect. I know I've already talked about it in the video, but obviously the most appealing part is to get that 100% amp damage on your first shot. But like I was saying, if you're moving this fast with 50% damage reduction, you're not going to get hit a lot, and you're going to be taking 50% reduced damage. So you can really get through areas fast. It's probably going to be pretty good for speed running as well. And I can just see a lot of great things coming out of this. Plus, if you're sliding like I just did and shoot and just slide again, you're always going to keep getting this buff up. And I honestly believe that this is just one of the best artifacts in the game now at this point, rivaling something like the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge. But yeah, that's going to do it for this updated review of the Toboggan, since they actually fixed the slide speed on it. If you do want to farm for this, this is an arms race drop, so be sure to head over there and start farming that, because I definitely think this is something that you'll want to get. But that is going to do it all for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.